What's up guys, it's your boy Oblivion here, and for today's video guys, we are going to be predicting the whole Copa America tournament, okay? Whenever I said in my previous video that there will be no match predictions, I'm actually going to be predicting the matches because I found a simulator, and the simulator only way to do it is to predict the matches, and I said why not. So if you are watching this video, it's highly recommended not to watch Match Day 1 predictions, but Match Day 2 and 3 are recommended because obviously after I see what's going on Match Day 1, I could actually move on to Match Day 2 and stuff and see where these teams are doing bad, and my predictions will probably change, okay? So yeah, we're gonna get started. Okay guys, first up we've got Brazil against Bolivia. So Brazil has actually never lost in their last 5 games. They have one tie, and one of their wins is actually against Uruguay. So that's showing that Brazil is doing good. But Bolivia in their last 6 games, sorry I pronounced Bolivia wrong for some reason. I just pronounced it Bolivia. I'm not sure how it is pronounced. But for some reason, Bolivia has actually never won in their last 6 games. They have 4 losses and 3 ties. So that's showing that they're obviously not going to do that good. So for this first match, I'm going to be giving Brazil a 3-2-0 win over Bolivia. Okay guys, now Venezuela-Peru is a pretty good match. Peru has won 2 out of their last 6 games, but Venezuela has not won out of their last 4 games. Never mind, I was mistaken. Venezuela has actually won 1, tied 1, and lost 2, and they have actually won against Argentina. But I feel like Peru is the better team here, and I feel like Peru is going to be the advancing team here, or the winning team here. So yeah. Peru and Brazil are in first place so far. Match Day 2 has come. Bolivia and Peru, okay. I feel like Peru has won 2 out of the last 6 games. Bolivia has not won out of their last 7 games. So yeah, that's going to be giving it to Peru 2-0, I'm gonna say. Yeah. But then we got Brazil and Venezuela. Venezuela is doing okay. I mean, they won against Argentina, but I mean, that shows that Argentina is not going to be a good team. So, yeah. Brazil is going to beat Venezuela 2-0. I feel like Bolivia is probably the worst here. Peru and Brazil is going to be a better game. I'm going to be giving this one a 2-1 by Brazil, because Peru isn't that bad. Okay. And then Bolivia and Venezuela is going to get a... I'm going to give Venezuela a 0-2-1. Okay, guys. So the advancing teams for Group Stage 8 is Brazil and Peru. Pretty much what I would expect. I don't think we have any ties. I'm going to see if we have any ties. Probably not. Actually, I'm going to give Venezuela and Peru a tie. But I do feel like Peru is a better team. That's why I feel like they're going to win that one. And yeah. So Peru is going to be advancing, but I feel like Peru and Venezuela are 2 very closely matched teams. So yeah, that's Group Stage A is done. This is how it's gonna look. Brazil versus Ecuador. Oh well, I haven't done Ecuador, so yeah. Brazil has no match. Peru, Venezuela. Venezuela might qualify based on how good Ecuador and Qatar do. I don't know how that's pronounced, but yeah. Next up, guys, we have got Group Stage B. Okay, guys. Now for Group Stage B, we've got Argentina versus Colombia starting it off. Argentina has won 4 out of 6 of their last matches. Colombia has won 4 out of 5. Argentina's losses were against Venezuela and Brazil, which is a reasonable loss, but Venezuela is a little weird. Colombia has lost to, I don't know, but they have won against the likes of USA and other average amount of teams. But yeah, this one I'm going to be giving it 1, 2, 1. Okay, I'm going to be giving it that because Colombia has never been that good of a soccer team. They've been like better than average, like USA, Mexico type of teams, but they're not like type of teams to win tournaments. Like they're type of teams to make it to the quarterfinals, semifinals, but they don't really make it to the finals, if you get what I'm saying. So I'm gonna put Colombia and Argentina 1-1 because Argentina is doing really bad. They're not doing as bad as I thought they would be, but they're still not as good as they used to be. And then they're against Colombia, who is pretty good. So next up, we've got Paraguay and Qatar. Okay, guys, this is very weird. Qatar has actually won 6 out of 7 of their last matches, but that's because they're against weird Asian teams that I've never even heard of. They won against Saudi Arabia. They won against Korea. They won against a team called Korea DPR. Yeah, and then UAE, whatever that is. Sorry if you guys support these teams and I don't know them. But then Paraguay has actually never won in their last 6 matches. They've got 2 draws, but they have never won. But I'm not really sure why this is. But the stats are speaking for themselves, so I'm gonna be giving this one to Qatar. Yeah, Qatar is in first place right now. Colombia versus Qatar is going to be going 2-0 Colombia, I'm gonna say. Yeah. Argentina, Paraguay, 2-1. I feel like Colombia should be coming at top. Qatar and Argentina should be 0-2. And then Colombia and Paraguay should be 2-1. I feel like Paraguay is the better team, but I mean, the stats speak for themselves. I feel like Paraguay can redeem themselves. That's why I'm making their matches. They're still in last place, but I mean, that's why I'm making them not lose by 0 and by 1. Yeah, I guess. So yeah, this. We're gonna go to here. Okay, so either Venezuela. Right now, Venezuela is qualifying. Qatar is qualifying too, but that's because Ecuador has not come in yet. Okay, so now matches are going to be Brazil versus Qatar, or Group Stage or Group C's team. Peru versus Colombia, which is pretty good. Venezuela versus Group C's first place, and Argentina versus Group C's second place. So yeah, let's go to C. Okay, so C seemed pretty good. We got Chile, Japan, Ecuador, and Uruguay. And yeah, let's get started. Okay, guys, now we're at Group C. So Uruguay and Ecuador, first match, okay? Uruguay has won only 3 of their last 7 matches, and the 3 were against pretty bad teams like Uzbekistan and Thailand. They lost to the likes of France, Brazil, Japan, and Korea, which is pretty bad. But before that, I think a few matches before that, they have beaten Mexico 4-1, and they have also beaten Portugal, which shows that they're still at their regular, just that maybe they weren't playing that good. I'm not really sure. I feel like Uruguay is that Colombia type of team. They're good, but they're not as good to win the tournament itself. So, but this match, Ecuador has won 2 out of their last 5. They have 1 draw, and yeah. So Uruguay, I'm gonna give this one to Uruguay 2-. I'm gonna go 0. Yeah, actually no. Let's go 2-1. I'm not sure how good Ecuador will do. Just like Argentina, Chile isn't doing that good. Chile has lost to the likes of bad teams. Yeah, pretty bad teams. They have beaten Mexico though, but they lost to Peru, Panama, which aren't too bad, but I mean, yeah. Japan has won 2 out of their last 5. Chile has won 3 out of their last 7. So, yeah. But this one, I'm going to be giving it to Chile. They're just like Argentina. They're not playing as good as they used to. 0-2. Yeah. But I'm not sure who's really going to win this. I mean, I feel like Ecuador has a chance of winning it. I don't know. Uruguay and Japan, I'm going to go 2-1. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Actually, no, 2-0. Ecuador, Chile, I'm going to go 1-2 because I feel like Ecuador isn't a bad team. That's why. Chile and Uruguay, I'm going to go... I'm just going to go with the 1-1 tie. And then Ecuador and Japan, I want to give this one to Ecuador 1-0. These two are both equal at everything. So, yeah. Now we're going to go to the group stages. So, the qualifiers, Qatar did not qualify. Oof. Okay. But Venezuela and Ecuador did qualify. So, this is how it's going to be. We've got Brazil versus Ecuador. Peru versus Colombia. Argentina versus Chile. And Uruguay versus Venezuela. Okay. For sure, match of the week for the quarterfinals will be Argentina versus Chile. But yeah, now we're going to be going and we're going to be predicting the knockout stage. Yay! Okay guys, we have now made it to the Copa America 2019 knockout stage matches. And first up, guys, we've got Brazil versus Ecuador. Yeah, for some reason I like to be leaning toward Ecuador. I don't know why, honestly. But yeah, Brazil versus Ecuador. Brazil is going to leave out the same. They're probably the only team that's playing the same way that they've always been playing, besides for the fact that they don't have Neymar. But I still feel like they're going to be doing pretty good, okay? I feel like Ecuador will try to put up as much of a fight as they possibly can, which will make it be 4-2. But I don't think that it will end up going to penalties or a tie. Sorry, Ecuador. Actually, yeah, ties. Sorry, yeah, who cares? Next up, we've got Peru versus Colombia. Peru is probably the best team out of the teams that are gonna lose. It's the best team out of the non All-Star teams, if that's what you want to call it. I don't know. But yeah, Peru versus Colombia is going to end up 2-1, or 1-2, however you want to say it. Peru is going to lose, I feel like, but I feel like, again, it's going to be harder for Colombia than how they used to play, because Colombia was better. Most of these teams are just better because most of their good players are just growing older, and that's just making it worse for them. But Peru versus Colombia, I feel like it's going to end up being 2-1 Colombia's game. Then we've got Argentina versus Chile. Chile, I don't know how to pronounce it right. This one is going to go to Argentina. It's going to end up being 1-1. It's going to go to penalties, but this time I feel like Argentina is going to win because based on their last matches, Argentina has been doing better, and that's why I think Argentina will win. And then we've got Uruguay versus Venezuela. 2-1, just like Colombia. It's not as hard of a game, but I feel like Uruguay is a worse team, so that's why it's going to end up being 2-1 too. Okay guys, now we have reached the semifinals. First up, we've got Brazil versus Colombia. This one I think is going to end up being 3-2 Brazil, because I feel like both these teams know how to score their goals, and that's why I think it's going to be a game with a lot of goals. And that's why I think, but I feel like Brazil is going to win because, as I said, Brazil is the only team that's still playing at how they regularly play, and that's why I feel like they're going to be doing good, because regularly Brazil are very good. and that's why I feel like they will beat Colombia. Because Colombia is not a bad team. It's just, as I said, they're not the type of team to win the tournament. They're the type of team to get third place, but they're not going to win it. So they can possibly make it to the finals. Not by winning this match, I'm saying, but by other ways they can possibly make it to the finals. But they're just not the type of team to win too many tournaments. And I feel like Brazil is doing their regular, and by regular they will probably beat Colombia. Next up, we've got Argentina versus Uruguay. Argentina ain't doing too well. Uruguay is playing their regular, but their regular isn't too well either. And that's why I think it's going to be going 1-1. I feel like I might be being a little too optimistic with Argentina. Maybe they're just going to play like how they played at the World Cup and get disqualified or get eliminated in the group stages, but based on their previous games, they're not playing as bad, and that's why I feel like they might win this match. I think it's going to be penalty 1-1, and I think Argentina is going to beat the penalties again, because, you can't beat Argentina in penalties. They've got Messi shooting penalties. They've got Aguero shooting penalties. They've got Romero as goalie. You can't beat them in penalties. So yeah, I feel like this one's going to be Argentina 1-1, but they're going to win in penalties. Okay guys, now we have got our third place match, which is going to be going to Colombia versus Uruguay. This is honestly probably the hardest match to choose from, because these teams are so equally matched. I don't know who's going to win this one, but I felt like I should give it to Uruguay, because I feel like Uruguay's team, I don't know, I just feel like Uruguay's team is a tiny bit better. I feel like it's going to go on to penalties. And in penalties, I feel like Uruguay's team will be better because they got Suarez, and then they've got other really good penalty shooters. And that's why I feel like in penalties, Uruguay is going to win it. Colombia have got James Rodriguez, but he isn't really that good at penalties. He isn't really known for penalties because he isn't the striker type of player. Suarez is that striker type of player which can finish his penalties. That's why I feel like I'm going to be giving third place to Uruguay. But then, guys, we've got the finals. It's Brazil versus Argentina, and I feel like just Brazil's going to win this one. Brazil's the better team. Brazil's playing better. Honestly, I don't feel like it's going to be a good match, honestly. But, yeah, Brazil versus Argentina, I think it's going to be 2-0 Brazil. Yeah. So yeah, guys, that's going to be it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. This took a very long time to do. Yeah, for you guys, this video is only 20 minutes long, but for me it took 2 hours to film. So please, if you guys can, please watch this video. Please like it. Again, Match Day 1 predictions, you guys probably don't have to watch, because I already predicted them and nothing is probably going to change. But I will still be doing a video of that anyway, just in case you guys haven't watched this video. In that video, I will just be going more in depth with the matches, probably. I'll try my best to go more in depth, so it could be different for whoever has watched it. But Match Day 2 and 3, you guys should watch it, because it's going to be changing up, because I'll finally be seeing how teams are doing, and I'll finally be seeing how my predictions are doing. But yeah, that's going to be it for the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And remember to stay tuned for my other videos, my other Copa America videos. And bye, guys.